So now that we've understood about the asparagus fern, which is not really a fern, but anyway, they do call it the asparagus fern. Now this one is called, it's the same family as our asparagus fern. We'll put the names there, but this is called a foxtail. Now the beautiful thing about the foxtail is it's very popular as an indoor plant and also as ground cover, because you could use it and then just along your pathway at the edges, and you get these lovely fronds that just jut out. But it does grow very aggressively. So once you do have it in the right location, it's basically you will have all that foliage. Now again, like our asparagus fern, is that the foxtail also has the bulbs, these tubers. So what we're going to do, because I want to rejuvenate these ones, is again prune it down, because they did appear root rot, and you can always tell when the roots are just going round in circles as in here. So we will remove a lot of the rooting and the bulbs here, although it wasn't as bad as our other one. And then out of that, we're going to repot it again, put it in the pots and give it fresh soil so it rejuvenates itself. And then we're going to, again, as I've done, is that we've put the wires, made the holes onto the plastic, done the wire like that, and I use this as hanging for my hanging baskets. Especially I hang them everywhere. I've gone vertical. So basically this is what we're going to do. So let's have a look at this one. So what I'm going to do is actually snip them, get rid of some of this roots and tubers, because we want a fresh start for our little baby here, so she can live happily ever after. And also, if you notice, in terms of, I do have 2 babies in here, but I will leave it like that because I think it's actually okay. And so what I'm going to do, again, let me just get rid of all this, is take my pot, remove some of the soil, like that. And then I'm going to take my foxtail asparagus fern and just put it in like that. So what I'm going to do again is just get the soil and surround it. And this soil is actually full of organic mix. It's got pumice in it, and I think it should be okay. And again, with watering, because it does have its tubers, is where it conserves a lot of water in them, making them slightly drought resistant. I think this actually looks quite nice. So I'm going to put her here, and then I'm going to take this other one, again remove the soil, quite substantial, so that our plant doesn't, the tubers don't end up popping at the top. I think that's good enough. And we start removing some of this roots, and it actually has really fat roots. Here we go. I had these in hanging baskets, but I had actually forgotten about them. So it's good to revive your plant once in a while. Just give it a new, fresh lease of life. So here she goes. She goes into her new home. Is she too high up? No, I think I'll remove a bit more. So here she goes. There she goes. Good. She'll just go in. Lovely. So again, same principle. And once I have potted these, as I've repotted them, is I'm just going to hang it in an area that I don't get a full sun until it stabilizes, but basically put it in indirect light and then wait for it to actually get a few new shoots, and then from there I can just move it into an area that it gets slightly a bit more sun and it'll be fine. So what I need to do here again is look for the dead ones, like that one. I'm just going to cut it from base, just like that. And I don't think this needs much pruning. I think it's okay. I think it's actually good to go. There's my foxtail. So I'm going to put that aside. Now that I have my asparagus fern, that one, and my foxtail, what I'm going to do is that now I'm going to hang it in my garden. And usually what we do with our hanging plants is we just hang them on trees. And I think all my trees have a variety of hanging plants. So I'm going to put it in filtered light and just let it settle and let the roots sort of get used to its new home. And once it starts again flowering and producing its berries, then we can actually decide maybe to move it somewhere else. But what I need at the moment is that they get comfortable, because now they have their nutrients, and produce their new roots and shoots. And then from there we'll take it on. So fellow gardeners, thank you so much for being with me as we did our repotting. And it is very important to do your repotting, as we know, because basically as the plant is growing under the soil, what is happening, it's eating all its nutrients and basically is just actually starving your plant. But once you do actually remove a lot of that root-bound roots and a few of the tubers, what you're actually doing is giving your plant a new leash of life, and we shall see it from these as we follow it up. So don't forget to like, to share, to press the subscription button and also the notification button. We're on Instagram and we do post a lot there. You can send me your comments and I do always answer. I'm on YouTube. Do send me your comments there and I always do answer. And if you do have a problem, do contact me, because we have solved a lot with a lot of subscribers. And basically, yes, happy gardening. And do try this where you can just hang your wire and use it in your garden. So all the best, happy gardening, and bye.